About the mass of never-dying ill, the plague, the prince, the stranger, the sword, vials of wrath, but empty to refill and flow again, I cannot all record. That crowds on my prophetic eye, the earth and oceans written o'er would not afford space for the annal, yet it shall go forth. Yes, although not by human pen is graven, there were the furthest suns and stars have birth spread like a banner at the gate of heaven. The bloody scroll of our millennial wrongs waves, and the echo of our groans is driven athwart the sound of archangelic songs. And Italy, the martyred nation's gore, will not in vain arise to where belongs omnipotence and mercy evermore. Like to a harp string stricken by the wind, the sound of her lament shall, rising o'er the seraph voices, touch the almighty mind. Meantime, I, humblest of thy sons and of earth's dust, by immortality refined, to sense and suffering, though the vain may scoff and tyrants threat, and meeker victims bow before the storm, because its breath is rough. To thee, my country, whom before as now I loved and love, devote the mournful lyre, and melancholy gift high powers allow to read the future, and if now my fire is not at once it shone o'er thee, forgive. I but foretell thy fortunes, then expire. Think not that I would look on them and live. A spirit forces me to see and speak, and for my guerdon grants not to survive. My heart shall be poured over thee and break, yet for a moment ere I must resume thy sable web of sorrow, let me take over the gleams that flash athwart thy gloom. A softer glimpse, some stars shine through thy night, and many meteors, and above thy tomb lean sculptured beauty which death cannot blight. And from these ashes boundless spirits rise to give thee honor and the earth's delight. Thy soil shall still be pregnant with the wise, the gay, the learned, the generous, and the brave, native to thee as summer to thy skies. Conquerors on foreign shores and far-wave discoverers of new worlds which take the name. For thee alone they have no arm to save, and all thy recompense is in their fame, a noble one to them, but not to thee. Shall they be glorious, and thou still the same? Oh, more than these illustrious far shall be the being, and even yet he may be born, the mortal Saviour who shall set thee free, and see thy diadem so changed and worn, by fresh barbarians on thy brow replaced, and the sweet sun replenishing thy morn. Thy mortal morn, too long with clouds defaced, and noxious vapours from Avernus risen, such as all they must breathe who are debased, my servitude, and have the mind in prison. Yet through this centuried eclipse of woe, some voices shall be heard, and earth shall listen. Poets shall follow in the path I show, and make it broader, the same brilliant sky which cheers the birds to song shall bid them glow, and raise their notes as natural and high. Tuneful shall be their numbers. They shall sing many of love and some of liberty, but few shall soar upon that eagle's wing, and look in the sun's face with eagle's gaze, all free and fearless as the feathered king, but fly more near the earth. How many a phrase sublime shall lavished be on some small prince in all the prodigality of praise.